Hey, what's up guys? Belton here. Real quick video today, just covering one of the new teasers announced by GGG. Normally I don't really speak to these as it's providing an incomplete picture. You always have to put this within the framework of the other adjustments they're making. This is just a teaser after all. However, at face value, what they have teased here is pretty insane. So it's a quick video, so we'll throw that on quickly here.
Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. We've got more news about item quality today. Quality bonuses on armor and weapons are now multiplicative. In other words, weapons with full quality will give 20% more physical damage, and armor with full quality will have 20% more local defenses. You can find out more about 3.25 on July 8th.
So, I'm sure to some of you that probably seems like a rather minute change, or maybe you're confused by it, so I'll explain briefly. In its current state, quality effectively acts as an additional increased either damage or armor source based on the base defenses. So if you have, let's say, a Vol Regalia that had 100% increased energy shield, with 30 quality, it would be 130% increased energy shield. The proposed change, or the upcoming change, is that now it'll be 100% increased, and then an additional separate calculation will be times 1.3, so 30% more. This is going to obviously disproportionately impact physical weapons, since all weapon types base damage type is physical. I would say that it was quite likely a toss-up between physical and elemental bows with respect to mirror bows, at least in temp leagues, in terms of viability. This is certainly going to put Fizz over the top. I have a few examples here that I can show you. And in fact, there's also another thing that they kind of shadow teased as well that I quickly want to show you guys here in case you missed it. And that is the brand new chest, or a brand new chest that they have decided to showcase here. They just hover over it quickly in the video. You might recognize the skin as a spider silk robe, which if you observe right there, a spider silk robe has, Spider Silk Robe had a base energy shield value of 96. The top energy shield base currently available would be a Vol Regalia, which as you can see here has a base energy shield value of 163. And the new thing that they just hovered over, a Nightweave Robe, again reusing the skin, but obviously this is a new base type. It has a max roll there of 260 flat ES, which is substantially higher than a Vol Regalia. Almost 100 ES higher, so that's 60% more roughly. Now, the bulk of what we want to kind of cover just to showcase how strong this actually is, I've taken 3 items that I have on my standard account here. We have a physical bow, the best physical bow to ever exist. We have the highest energy shield to ever exist. And we have one of the highest energy shield Vol Regalias to ever exist. And so I did some math here, which I'll pull up on the screen, just to showcase the previous and the current with the new announced changes. So Load Thunder had 1,965 physical damage per second. With the proposed change, it now does 2,076 physical damage per second for a change of 5.7% more fizz damage. Brimstone Weaver previously had 953 flat ES. The double frenzy charge, the T1 int there, lovely shield. It now will have 1,143 flat ES for a change of 19.9% more energy shield. Hate Curtain Vol Regalia, which currently has 1,300 energy shield, will now have a shocking 1,666 ES for a gain of 28.1% more energy shield. Now this one is disproportionately higher because it has the legacy quality craft, but that is another thing to dive into. And again, we do want to see how these things unfold. However, there are certain base types, as we can see here, like the ones from Heist, that do give quality. So this could be turned into 70% quality. I do want to confirm this, but in discussions that we've had in brief, the update was just posted about 30-45 minutes ago by GGG. So obviously I haven't had too much time to to dissect this, but allegedly it is possible to synthesize this base and it will still maintain the maximum quality. If that is the case, this will very likely overtake any other two-handed melee type, as it would be possible to get 70% more damage. The attacks per second, 1.35, is not terrible. I think 1.45 is possible. I'd have to double check. Two-handed axe crafting is not something that I'm super familiar with, not at least for about a decade. Shout out to Cyclone and shout out to Lighty. But things like this are certainly in play now. In any case, very quick video here. Just wanted to go through that. Again, most of the time I kind of keep silent on these updates and these teasers, because until you're given the full picture of what's unfolding, it's really just, you know, speculation and conjecture. I do think, as a caveat and as a disclaimer, it's very likely that they are going to adjust things like discipline to account for this. Just doing like some basic napkin math, I was looking at about like 1,200 additional ES on most of my builds that have energy shield. As I pointed out there, naturally for Fizz, this is a great boon. Should help melee out a decent amount as well. But I would expect to see some kind of counterbalancing measure, perhaps vis-a-vis aura value changes. We did see in a teaser previously that Discipline is having its, or sorry, Determination rather, pardon me. Determination, which currently gives 2,051 armor with 49% more. If it's level 21, it's 50%, 2150 or something like that. That is being, the more armor value is staying the same, but the flat armor value, I believe, is being dropped to about 1,126. And so that might be one of the ways that they're counterbalancing the upcoming changes with respect to the new values that will be present on different armor types. I did focus on energy shield here, as I find that, you know, to be more fun to craft and generally more impactful, unless you're playing a armor stacker. But this does obviously apply to other base armors as well. So that would mean ward included, evasion, and armor too. Fizz certainly getting the Fizz attack-based weapons, really the only ones getting impacted here. It is possible, I suppose, that they could do some sort of workaround with enchants, whereby quality can impact the enchant as well in a multiplicative way, but we'll see how that unfolds. Again, keep our eyes peeled. If there's any updates, I'll let you guys know. Some things to look forward to, perhaps, and if nothing else, a change. So see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. See you soon, Exiles.